Hi scientists, we have been studying the movement of Earth and studying patterns that happen because of that movement. For example, the pattern of day and night is caused by Earth's rotation. This week we are going to continue to look at a pattern that's caused by the Earth spinning, and that's shadows. You just watched a video, and in the video she explained how shadows change length and direction throughout the day. So you are going to do an investigation so that you can be able to see what the pattern is with the length and the direction of a shadow in a day. We're going to get our materials and get our investigation set up today, and then you're going to carry out your investigation tomorrow. So we're not doing the investigation right now, we're getting our things ready, and I'd like for you to then start your investigation tomorrow. So if you don't have your science journal or a piece of paper, I'd like for you to press pause and go get that. And we're ready to set up our investigation. Remember, we start at the beginning and we flip through our pages. It's not just willy-nilly. So we turn our pages until we are at the next blank page. I'd like for you to put a title at the top, and it's going to be called Shadow Investigation. Okay, the first thing that I'd like for us to do is make a list of supplies that we are going to need for this investigation. The first thing I'd like for you to write down is that you are going to need an object at least 12 inches tall. Now in the video you saw that they used a lamp post. A lamp post is really tall. We don't need anything that tall, but we do need something that is going to cast a shadow that you can measure. In the next page in Schoology that you are going to view, you are going to see some photographs of objects I grabbed from my house that all work. So you'll be looking, and you want something that can stand on its own. It's not something that you want to have to hold up. You want it to be able to stand on your own. Something we don't have at our house are Legos, which I know a lot of you do have Legos at your house. So maybe it's something that you want to build. Remember, the idea is to go vertical. So like vertical is this direction. So you want to be able to build something that's tall enough that's going to cast a shadow. So once you know what your object is, then we're going to need something to measure the shadow. At my house, I have this tape measure. So you might have something like this. So you write down tape measure. A ruler or yardstick will work as well. Okay, so you're going to need to measure. And then you're going to need a sunny location. And so you're going to need to choose a spot. You're going to ask permission to go outside. If you don't have permission from an adult to go outside, if they say no, that's not okay, just email me and you and I can work out a plan. But if you have gotten permission and you're going to do this outside, then I want to make sure that you choose a location that's going to have sun all day long. You don't want to choose a location that in the morning it's sunny and then you go outside and the area that you just were was shady. So this is also, so you're going to talk to your parents about getting permission, but then also talking to your family about where in your yard or maybe on your driveway is it that you will have sun all day long, okay? Okay, so now that we have our supplies, I'd like for you to write this question. So how do shadows change throughout the day? Remember, if I am going too fast, make sure you press pause. That way you get everything you need in your notes. How do shadows change throughout the day? So the data that you are going to be collecting during this during this investigation is going to be length. So what we're going to do right here is we are going to make a data table. So I am going to use, I'm going to skip 2 spaces, 1, 2, and then I'm going to draw along this line. I'm going to make 2 rectangles. So I went across like that, and then I'm going to go down 2 and over. So that's my first rectangle. And then I'm going to go down 2 more to make my next rectangle. What we're doing is we're making a data table. So we've got 2 rectangles. And this is the title of our data table. Okay, what we're going to be collecting is throughout the day, so we're going to write, we need to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so I want you to write the word time and then the word length. So across the top, we are going to have our times listed, and then in the bottom of the data table, that's where you are going to record your length. Most likely, the tool that you have to measure at your house is inches. Whatever you decide that you are measuring the length, like when I look, yeah, this is in inches. If your tool is centimeters, then you would do centimeters, but I'm going to write inches down here because I'm going to be measuring in inches, okay? Okay, then we are going to collect, I want us to be able to draw in 6 different lines in here. Yeah, so if we go like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, do the best you can. And then we're going to go ahead and write in the times. So when we start our investigation, we're going to start at 9 a.m. So at 9 a.m., you'll get your object set up, and then you will measure the length of the shadow. And then at 10 a.m., you'll go out. So you'll ideally, if you can leave the object in the same place the whole time, that would be perfect. So 10, then we'll do 11. Once it becomes noon, it's now p.m. Okay, so yes, every hour you are going to go out and you are going to measure the length of the shadow, not the object, but the shadow. And I would like for you to sketch. So just at 9 a.m., I would like for you to sketch your object and shadow, and then leave some space, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So like and then at 3 p.m., I'd like for you to sketch. Okay, paying attention to when you sketch your object is which direction, where's your shadow going. Okay, I'm going to give you a little bit of a clue. At 9 a.m. and 3 p.m., your shadow should not be in the same direction. It should not look like it's going the same direction. Okay? Okay, so you have your data table and you're going to use this tomorrow. And at each of these times, I want you to measure the length of the shadow. If ever you have any questions, please email me.